Namaste, ma'am. How are you?
Good sir, how are you?
I am fine.
Yeah, I had a problem with my room, so I clean up. Yeah, I just
Pauline, ma'am. Pauline, ma'am. Hello. Miraya, ma'am. Let us begin the class. Sit in any comfortable position.
yes.
Spine straight. Eyes closed. Adopt Jnana Chin Mudra. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for 3 times Om followed by opening mantra. Oh. Oh. योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तम प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि। ओ join your both palm together in front of heart center. Bow down your head towards God, towards Mother Nature. Rub your both palms. Apply on your eyes. Slowly and gently, while blinking, open your eyes. Om Shanti. So what was our yesterday topic?
The pelvic girdle.
Pelvic girdle and lower limb. How many bones in pelvic girdle?
So there are two hip bones in
Yeah,
pelvic
two hip
girdle.
bones. Yes. And each hip bones form after fusion of three bones.
Three.
Sorry, sir. Hi, sir.
Why sorry?
Kinda is not feeling well.
Yeah.
Sorry to disturb you in between. And Kinda
Yes.
is not feeling well, so she will not be joining the classes, sir, today.
Okay. And why late?
Our previous class,
Okay.
I finished a little late, and there was a little problem in the what is that signal also, Wi-Fi also. So
Yeah.
I couldn't get connected to it. Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
you are late. You are 11 minutes late.
Yeah, I usually come 5 minutes early for the
Yeah.
last 2-3 days.
So concentrate on class. What is the name of this socket type structure? This cavity. What is the name of this cavity?
Acetabulum.
Yeah, acetabulum. What is the purpose of this acetabulum?
So the head of the femur bone, the thigh bone. So
Okay.
the head of the
Articulate.
femur bone is, it articulates.
Yeah. It accepts the femur head. Okay. And the thigh bone, that is femur, is the longest, biggest, and heaviest bone of human body. We completed till tibia and fibula.
Yes, sir.
And what about tarsal? We completed or
Tarsal.
not?
No, sir. Tarsal we didn't do.
Okay. So write down ankle bones, that is tarsal, ankle bones.
Can you spell tarsal, sir?
Tarsal, tarsal, tarsal. Tarsal are ankle bones. There are 7 ankle bones known as tarsal. 7 tarsal bones are there. Write down the name of tarsal bones. The name of tarsal bones. First is talus, Talus, talus. The upper bone of ankle is known as tarsal. No, not tarsal, talus, Talus, talus. After talus, below talus, second bone is navicular, Navicular, navicular. Navicular. And after navicular, there is 3 bones, 3 tarsal bones known as cuneiform, Cuneiform, cuneiform. Present at thumb side. Present at thumb side. Three cuneiform bones. Cuneiform. The next tarsal bone is cuboid. Cuboid. Cuboid.
Sir, sorry, can you repeat it? The signal is not
Cuboid.
clear.
Cuboid. 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 The fourth bone is cuboid. There is 1 talus, 1 navicular, 3 cuneiform, Cuneiform, 3 cuneiform, 1 cuboid, 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 and the last bone, 7th bone is calcaneus, 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 calcaneus. Calcaneus is the heel bone. Calcaneus is the heel bone. And it is the biggest and strongest bone of tarsal. It is the biggest and strongest bone of tarsal, heel bone. Heel bone is the biggest and strongest bone of tarsal. Clear? Rajeshwari ma'am?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay.
But while I'm writing, I couldn't see. Can you just show me again and tell me, sir?
Yes. This is tarsal. This portion is tarsal. Okay. Ankle. Look here. 1 minute. Is it visible? So
Yes,
this
sir.
Yes,
this
sir.
portion is tarsal. The first bone is here, first bone, that is talus. After talus there is navicular, and in front of navicular there is three bones named cuneiform. Three bones named cuneiform, and beside of cuneiform there is cuboid, and the last bone is calcaneus, that is heel bone. Heel bone is calcaneus, that is the biggest and strongest bone of tarsal. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now it visible?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Next point is foot bones. Foot bones. There is 5 foot bones known as metatarsals. 5 foot bones. You can fill in your foot also. 5 metatarsals. 5 metatarsal bones are there in foot. These bones. These 5 bones known as metatarsal. Next point is phalanges, toe bones, toe bones, phalanges. There is 14 bones in toes. There is 14 bones in toes known as phalanges. Clear?
Sir.
So this was all about our pelvic girdle and lower limb. So now we completed our skeleton, axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Revise once again. Axial skeleton divided into 3 groups: skull, including middle ear bone and head bone, vertebral column and thoracic cage. Skull have 22 bones, middle ear have 6 bones and 1 head bone, that is tongue bone or lingual bone. Vertebral column have 26 bones, but 33 vertebrae are there. 7 sacral vertebrae, no, not 7 cervical vertebrae, 7 cervical vertebrae, 12 thoracic vertebrae, 5 lumbar vertebrae, 5 sacral vertebrae, and 4 coccygeal vertebrae. So 5 sacral vertebrae fuse to make sacrum, and 4 coccygeal vertebrae fuse to make 1 coccyx, that is tailbone. Okay. Our thoracic cage have 25 bones, 12 pair of ribs, means 24 ribs, and 1 sternum. 12 pair of ribs divided into 3 groups: 7 true ribs, 3 false ribs, and 2 floating ribs. True ribs are those who directly make connection with sternum, and false ribs are those who first attach with each other, and after that they make connection with 7th ribs, and after making connection with seventh rib. They make connection with sternum through seventh rib. 11th and 12th rib is floating ribs, which protects the kidney, and other ribs protects our thoracic cavity organ, that is heart and lung. Sternum also has three parts: manubrium, mesosternum, and xiphisternum. Xiphisternum, that is the tip of sternum, found in cartilaginous form. At the age of 35 to 40, it converts into bone. Clear? In early age, sternum has different parts known as sternebrae. All sternebrae fuse when age increases, and at the age of 40, it fully converts into bone, and one single bone that length is 15 centimeter. Okay. Now come to appendicular skeleton. Appendicular skeleton divided into four parts: pectoral girdle, upper arm, upper limb, pectoral girdle, upper limb, pelvic girdle, and lower limb. Pectoral girdle have four bones: two clavicle bone, collar bones, and two scapula. Scapula, that is triangular flat bone, and clavicle bone more curved and more rougher in males. Clavicle bones make joint with sternum known as sternoclavicle joint, and at the distal end it makes a joint with acromion of scapula, that is known as acromioclavicular joint. And scapula provides glenoid cavity to humerus head, where humerus head articulates, and this joint is known as glenohumeral joint. Rajeshwari ma'am, clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Our forearm, our upper arm bone, then that name is humerus. There is single bone, and this is the biggest and strongest bone of upper body. Not strongest bone is mandible, but this is biggest bone of upper body. And in lower arm, forearm, there is two bones, radius and ulna. After radius and ulna, there is 8 carpals, 5 metacarpals, and 14 phalanges. Come to hip girdle. Hip girdle formed with 2 hip bones. 2 hip bones are there. They form after fusion of 3 bones: ilium, pubic bone, and ischium. There is a socket type cavity named acetabulum, where femur head articulates, and there is 2 foramen also. 2 foramen there, known as obturator foramen, which provide space to muscles of thigh and hip. The sacrum, hip bones and the joint of posterior pelvic makes a basin-like structure known as bony pelvis. This is basin-like structure. And now come to lower limb. In thigh, we have one femur. We have single bone, that name is femur. Femur head articulates with acetabulum of hip or hip bone, pelvic bone, and it is the biggest and heaviest bone of human body. In lower leg, not lower leg, in leg portion. In leg portion, we have two bones, tibia and fibula. Tibia is shining bone, also known as chin bone, and that is weight bearing bone. The fibula, that is parallel to tibia, and fibula is stabilizing bone. Fibula is a stabilizer of our leg or our body. After tibia and fibula, there is tarsal bones. Tarsal have 7 bones. In between femur and tibia, there is one more bone, patella, our kneecap, that articulates only with femur. Clear?
Yes, sir. Very clear, sir.
And there is 7 tarsal bones. The first tarsal bone is talus, second is navicular, and there is 3 cuneiform bones, 1 cuboid bone, and 1 calcaneus bone. Calcaneus bone is our heel bone, that is the strongest bone of our tarsal. Strongest and biggest bone of our tarsal. And after tarsal, there is 5 metatarsal and 14 phalanges as like hand. So we completed our skeleton. Now we will move towards joints. Our next topic is joints. Joints and its type. Joints and its type. Write down joints and its type. Write down joint. What is joint? Joint or articulation. Joint or articulation. OR. R. Joint or articulation is the site. SITE. Joint or articulation is the site at which any 2 or more bones, articulate or come together. Joint or articulation is the site at which any 2 or more bones articulate or come together. They allow different degrees and types of movement. They allow different degrees and type of movement.
Front what, sir? Can you spell it, please?
Joint or articulation is the site at which any 2 or more bones articulate or come together. They allow different degrees, DEGREES, degrees and types of movement. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Study of joint is known as study of joint is known as arthrology. Study of joint is known as arthrology. ARTHROLOGY, arthrology. The classification of joint. There is two classifications of joint. First one is structural classification, STRUCTURAL, STRUCTURAL, structural classification. And second one is functional classification, functional classification, FUNCTIONAL, functional classification. Write down the structural classification. Structural classification, that is binding tissue. Structural classification divided into three parts. Structural classification divided into three parts. First one is fibrous, fibrous joint, fibrous joint, FIBROUS, fibrous. In this type of joint, bones connected by fibrous tissue. In this type of joint, bones connected by fibrous tissue, and a very limited movement is possible, and a very limited movement is possible, or there is no movement at all. A very limited movement is possible, or there is no movement at all. The example of fibrous joint is sutures of our head, sutures of our skull, cranial bone joints. There is suture, stitching like joints, stitching joints. Look here. Is it visible? This joint?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
These are known as sutures. Sutures. This joint known as suture.
Spell it, sir, please.
SUTURE. Suture. Suture of skull. Suture of skull. SUTURE. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Second type of joint is cartilaginous joint. Second structural joint is cartilaginous joint. CARTILAGINOUS, cartilaginous joint. In this type of joint, bones connected by cartilage. In this type of joint, bones connected by cartilage. There is a very limited movement is possible. there is a very limited movement possible. There is very limited movement possible. Example, vertebral column. Our vertebral column is the example of cartilaginous joint. Look here, there is one vertebra, one cartilage, one vertebra, one cartilage, one vertebra, one cartilage, like this. And here, very limited movement possible, slightly movement. Okay. So this is the example of cartilaginous joint. The third one is synovial joint. SYNOVIAL, synovial joint. Synovial joint are the most movable joints. Synovial joints are most movable joints. The articulating surfaces enclosed within fluid-filled joint capsule. Articulating surfaces enclosed within fluid-filled joint capsule.
So what's after enclosed within?
1 minute, 1 minute. Look here, this is one joint, example of knee joint. And here is capsule type structure. Is it visible? And in between this joint, there is fluid. Synovial fluid is there. In big bones, there is articulating cartilage. Here, articulating cartilage, and after articulating cartilage, inside the capsule, there is fluid known as synovial fluid that provides lubrication to bone, to joint. Clear? That is fluid-filled joint capsule. The name of this capsule is fluid-filled joint capsule. That filled with synovial fluid. SYNOVIAL. Rajeshwari ma'am, clear?
Yes, sir.
In this kind of joint, bones move freely upon each other. In this kind of joint, bones move freely upon each other. FREELY, freely upon each other. Example, knee joint, wrist joint, elbow joint, shoulder joint, hip joint. Move your knees, shoulder, elbow, and wrist. It is most free movement. It has most free movement. Wrist, elbow, knee, shoulder. They have most free movement. Free movement are there. Yes. So these are the example of synovial joint. And now write down the functional classification. Second type of classification, functional classification. Rajeshwari ma'am, you have next class? Alignment
Yes, sir.
class?
Yes,
Yes.
sir, we have.
So we learn about functional classification tomorrow.
Okay.
Sit in any comfortable position for closing the session. Spine straight. Adopt Jnana Chin Mudra. Eyes closed. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for one time Om followed by closing mantra. Om. Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Oh. Join your both palm together in front of heart center. Bow down your head towards God, towards Mother Nature. Rub your both palms. Apply an eyes slowly and gently while blinking. Open your eyes. Om Shanti. Thank you for joining the class. Have a good
Thank
day.
you, sir. You too, sir.
Thank you, sir.